All right, guys. So today we're doing the ABS Delete Kit 3.0 install. I'm at my buddy's Corey's house. Say what's up, Corey.
What's up, dude?
So I'm gonna be showing you guys step by step how to put this together. Once you see it, it does look like a mess, but I promise you it's not. Once you see the video and understand it, you're gonna be able to install it on your Rsx or EP3 or EM2. So here we have the valve that's gonna be sitting in here in this location. All right, so each line goes to the correcting spot, and I'm gonna explain to you which and where they're gonna be going. All right, so we're gonna have the two top lines you're gonna see coming up here. I'm probably gonna have to take it off. All right, so you can see here, I ended up removing the valve. So the way the valve is gonna sit here, there's some serial numbers on them, and they all have them, okay? They're all gonna be, what you're gonna be doing is, you want the valve to face forward towards you, and it's gonna be sitting right there in that little hole right here, okay? So I'm gonna break down the way the lines are gonna go so you don't get confused, because there is a lot and it can get a little confusing, but it's really not. So the top two lines right here, do you see here? These are gonna be going to your rear brake lines, okay? So the rear brake lines are the ones that sit in this little valve here in the bottom. You can see here, it's the top two ones that you can see up top. So I'll show you that more later on, but these two are for your rear valve. This one right here, you can see here, okay, and that's gonna be for your driver's side. You can see how it mocked up, and the one from the cross from it on this side is gonna be for your passenger, okay? Then we have the front brake lines that go to your brake booster. So we have the one that's right here and the one right here. You can see both of them, all right? So those gonna go for your brake booster right there, and that's all to it. But there's a little difference for the rear brake lines, and I'll show you more of that towards the end of the video so you can see what's going to benefit you the better. Specifically, I like the longer lines, but you have to cut and bubble flare your rear brake lines, so it's a little bit more work, but in the long run it just looks a lot better and it looks less of a mess once the line goes towards the rear of the car. So I'm gonna go ahead and mock everything up, and once I have everything installed, somewhat run, I'm gonna go ahead and show you more of that. All right, so we already get we're gonna start with the brake booster. I already went ahead and made the first hole, and I want to show you how that goes. So you can see here, I got that piece in. So the way you do, you make a little hole. You can get this at Harbor Freight, and so let me show you real quick how this is gonna go together, and it's gonna be the same process for each and single of them. So you can see here, so it goes like this. You have the washer, you make the hole, stick it in there, like so. You go from the bottom, and you're gonna go ahead and put the nut on there. And after you do that, you can see here, I have the line running down, and it goes into the brake booster. So the way it goes into the brake booster, you're gonna see here, it's kind of like a nipple, an end that goes into the brake line like so, and this end will go to the brake booster. Just like I have it here, you can zoom in for it. Then we have the line up in there like so. So we're gonna go ahead and put that on and show you that after. All right, so you can see here we have the brake booster lines done. Remember, they're the ones right over here. They come here, right into the brake booster. We got the front. Now you can mount this however you feel comfortable with, but I feel like this is one of the best looks that you can get, and this is going to be the only thing that you're going to see in the kit. You're not going to see any of the pump, any of the stock lines anymore. But you can see here, now we're going to go ahead and do the driver's side, and the driver's side is going to be a little bit about the same, but the fitting is going to go in here like so. You can see here, and I'll show you that in a second once I get it mounted and you get a better idea. All right, so here we have the driver's side done. Now there's going to be the same process as for the passenger side, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you this side. See, we have this line coming up, goes up, and it goes into there. It's supposed to go like around here or somewhere like right around this area, so it can flush and the fitting go through. And the reason I wasn't able to drill the hole in that location, because he still has his stock suspension and the springs are really, really big. You can see here. So, but it's supposed to put the fitting, go that way, come around, and it goes right onto here, okay? The lines are just perfectly long enough that I make them, and they fit right onto here. You see there? And then it goes to fitting like so, all right? So, see? All right, so now just gotta do the passenger side. It's gonna be the same process like so. You want the fitting to be facing just like that. All right, again, same process for the side. And then all we have left over is gonna be the rear brake lines, which is gonna be the last thing that we do. So here we go. I got the driver's side. Now I got the passenger side all finished up. I ended up dropping the shock a little bit. I'm sure if you have aftermarket coilovers, they're gonna be a lot skinnier, a lot easier to drill the hole onto that location right there. You can see it. The line goes down and it travels right onto the spot right there. So again, up to the corner. You need to have the bulkhead fitting in that direction, okay? Go here, goes right into the valve. Right there. When you see me moving this one. All right, so there we go. All we have left over is the rear lines that go to the back. And I'm gonna go ahead and drill the hole and explain to you what are gonna be the little difference if you want the longer lines or the shorter lines. The shorter lines will make your life a little bit easier, but you're gonna see it a little bit more, and I'll show you that once I have it installed. All right, so there it is, guys. I ended up mounting the rear brake lines. So let me show you the quick difference that I was talking about. So you can see here, I mounted both of them. Couldn't mount them a little bit higher here because it was gonna touch the brake booster, but you can see there. And then they go here towards the back. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the light on. That way you guys can see. All right, so yeah, Corey is holding the light. This is what I'm talking about. The rear brake lines that go here to the back. You can see here. So I ended up removing the brake booster where the fluid goes in, and it goes right here to the bottom. So I'm gonna put a picture here for you guys. Another customer that already got that done. And you guys can see how it's supposed to be going, because I forgot my tool and I will need to cut the OEM lines and bubble flare them. But if you're not gonna cut them and bubble flare them, what you will have to do is the line that goes into the little valve in here, you have to bend them and bring them behind here. I'm gonna put a picture for you guys too as well, so you can see what I'm talking about. And they go up here, and that will be just be shorter lines. You don't have to pay for additional cost for it. These lines are a little bit longer, so it's a little bit more money, but this is the best way, in my opinion, is to go with the longer lines, and you can just tuck them all the way in the bottom like so. So here you can mount them however you like. I just mounted them there, which is a little bit easier to get to, but a lot of the guys do them all the way in the back when they remove the brake booster. But it's kind of difficult to do it when you have this on the way. But you can see here, got it all done. I'm gonna go ahead and put the wiper cowl and everything back on so you guys can see everything does fit properly. All right, so here we go. We ahead and put the wiper cowl, not the wiper, damn, I forgot the name. The mechanism back in so you can see if it actually fits, no problem here. You might want to adjust this a little bit in case the bolts don't go in there, but you can see here we got it all put it on. All the lines are put on except the ones going to the back because I forgot my tool, but I'll come back another day and finish that for him. But hopefully the pictures will help you guys out a little bit better. But yeah, now you're gonna go ahead and bleed the brake fluid, not the brake fluid, the brake lines. It does take a little bit, since remember, this is all brand new lines and they'll have no fluid in there. So have a buddy help you and bleed the system. It's gonna take a lot. You're gonna have to bleed the brake lines in the back too, because remember you open the ones over here. So you have to bleed all 4 corners. So take your time with it. Double check there's no leaks in any of the connections, and yeah, you should be able to good to go. And again, double check your work before you start driving your car. Brakes are very important. So there you go, guys. The only thing you should be seeing when the kit is installed, it should be just these 2 lines go up here, and maybe a little bit that wants to go towards the back. But that should be it. We're ready to remove the ABS module from over on the location where it is. But you can see how much already cleared up. So there you go.